Most people think insurance agents just sell one policy and move on. That's not where the real money is. The agents making six figures are the ones who bundle general liability, property, workers' comp, professional liability into one package for a small business owner and collect commission on every single policy in that bundle. Pause. One agent, one client, 5 commissions. That's the model we're breaking down today. Here's the number that gets skipped in most Become an Insurance Agent videos. The median annual wage for insurance sales agents in the US is $60,370, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But that median includes captive agents on salary. Independent agents who bundle commercial policies for small businesses operate on commission, and commission-only agents can fall well below that median in year 1, or well above it by year 3. So is this actually profitable, or is it another be-your-own-boss trap? Let's go through the real numbers. This business is for people who don't mind cold outreach, who can handle rejection without taking it personally, and who are willing to spend 3 to 6 months building relationships before the money shows up. It works well as a side hustle first, because most states let you get licensed and start writing policies part-time. It is not for you if you need income in the first 30 days, or if the idea of a state licensing exam makes you want to quit before you start. So what is this business, exactly? You become a licensed independent insurance agent or broker, and instead of pushing a single policy, you package multiple types of commercial coverage for one client, usually a small business owner. Think a local restaurant that needs general liability, property coverage, and workers' comp. Instead of them buying 3 separate policies from 3 companies, you bundle it, often through a business owner's policy, or BOP, plus add-ons. You make money 2 ways, a percentage commission when the policy is sold, typically higher on new business, and a smaller renewal commission every year the client keeps the policy. That renewal piece is the real asset. It's recurring revenue you don't have to resell. Now, the demand side. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects the insurance agencies and brokerages industry to grow about 4.7% between 2024 and 2034, adding roughly 47,000 new job openings a year for agents nationwide. That's steady, not explosive. This is not a gold rush, it's a stable, aging industry with constant agent turnover, which actually creates opportunity for new independent agents to pick up the small business clients that bigger agencies ignore. On the buyer side, industry estimates suggest a typical business owner's policy costs small businesses somewhere between $500 and $2,500 a year, with a national average landing closer to $700 to $1,700 depending on industry risk. Every one of America's roughly 33 million small businesses is a potential client, and most of them are underinsured, overpaying, or juggling 3 different providers because nobody ever bundled it for them. Let's talk about what it actually costs to start. Category low-end cost realistic cost pre-licensing course plus state exam $150 $350 state insurance license, P&C, $50 $150 errors and omissions, E&O, insurance $500 year $900 year carrier appointments, paperwork fees $0 $200 basic laptop plus phone, if needed, $0 already own, $600 website, simple CRM setup $0 DIY, $800 marketing, business cards, LinkedIn ads, local outreach, $200 $600 miscellaneous, business registration, MISC fees, $100 $300 total minimum investment $1 000 $3 900. Here's where that money actually goes. The licensing course and exam are non-negotiable. You cannot legally sell insurance without a state property and casualty license, and most states require a pre-licensing education course before you sit the exam. E&O insurance protects you personally if a client claims you gave them bad advice. Most carriers won't even appoint you without it, so treat it as a cost of doing business, not optional. The website and CRM aren't vanity spending. This is a relationship business, and you need somewhere to track which client has which policy, when renewals are coming up, and who you followed up with last week. Marketing at this stage is mostly local. You're not running national ad campaigns, you're getting in front of small business owners in your area or your niche. Monthly operating costs are lean once you're licensed. E&O insurance if paid monthly runs $40 to $80. CRM or quoting software runs anywhere from $0 to $100 depending on the tool, and ongoing marketing, if you keep it modest, runs another $100 to $300. Realistically, budget $200 to $500 a month to keep the business running once you're past the setup phase. Now, income potential, and I want to be direct here, not hopeful. Conservative estimate, year 1, working this part-time with inconsistent outreach, $15,000 to $25,000 in commission. Realistic estimate, working it seriously with consistent weekly outreach, $40,000 to $65,000. Optimistic estimate, full-time with a growing renewal book by year 2 or 3, $80,000 to over $150,000, which lines up with what top independent producers report in industry salary surveys. Average commission margins on new commercial business typically run in the 10 to 15% range, with renewals paying 2 to 5%. Industry estimates suggest these figures vary significantly by carrier and state, so treat them as a planning range, not a guarantee. Break-even is usually faster than people expect, because your biggest cost is time, not cash. If your total investment is around $2,000, and you close even 4 to 6 small business bundles in your first quarter, you can realistically recover your investment within 2 to 4 months. The catch is the sales cycle. Commercial insurance isn't an impulse buy, so your first 30 to 60 days often produce zero revenue while you build a pipeline. Biggest mistakes people make: treating this like a one-and-done sale instead of building the renewal relationship, skipping the E&O insurance to save money, not specializing in an industry niche so every pitch sounds generic, and underestimating how much of this business is follow-up, not selling. The market gap right now is in underserved small business niches: food trucks, home-based service businesses, small contractors, and gig economy operators who don't fit the standard BOP mold and get ignored by bigger agencies. If you specialize in one or two of these niches and become the go-to agent for that specific type of business, you differentiate immediately instead of competing with every generalist agent in your city. Here's how you actually start. First, check your state's licensing requirements and complete the required pre-licensing course. Second, pass your state property and casualty exam. Third, get appointed with 2 or 3 carriers who write BOPs for small businesses. This is often easier through a managing general agency if you're independent. Fourth, buy your E&O policy before you write a single quote. Fifth, pick your niche. Sixth, build a simple system to track leads and renewals. Seventh, start outreach. 15 to 20 conversations a week with small business owners, not cold calls into the void, but targeted outreach in your niche. On that 6th step, the tracking system, this is where a lot of new agents fall behind without realizing it. You need somewhere to log every client's policy details, renewal dates, and follow-up history, because losing track of a renewal date is how you lose a client to a competitor. A basic website that makes you look legitimate, plus a CRM that automates renewal reminders and follow-ups, saves you hours every week once your client list grows past 20 or 30 policies. If you'd rather not build this yourself, SoftAngles builds websites, CRMs, and lead tracking systems specifically for service-based businesses like this one. You can book a free consultation and get a cost estimate, and the link is in the description below. Marketing-wise, online methods that work here are LinkedIn outreach to business owners, local Facebook business groups, and a simple Google business profile so people searching small business insurance near me can find you. Offline, it's networking at local Chamber of Commerce events and partnering with accountants or business lawyers who refer clients your way. On a low budget, lean almost entirely on referrals and local networking. It costs time, not money. To scale, once you have a renewal book generating steady income, reinvest in paid local ads and consider bringing on a second agent to split leads. The real risks here are regulatory. You must stay licensed and compliant in every state you sell in. Income is genuinely unpredictable in year one, and if a client has a bad experience, your reputation in a small local market takes a real hit. Do specialize in a niche. Do get E&O insurance before writing your first policy. Do follow up on renewals like clockwork. Don't oversell coverage a client doesn't need just a boost commission, and don't skip the licensing shortcuts. They will end your business before it starts. So, is it worth starting? If you're patient, comfortable with commission-based income, and willing to specialize instead of going broad, yes, the barrier to entry is lower than most people think, and the renewal income compounds over time. If you need fast cash or can't handle a slow first quarter, this isn't your business. If this breakdown helped, subscribe for more realistic, no-hype business breakdowns, and if you want help building the website or CRM system this business actually needs to run efficiently, SoftAngles offers a free consultation. Links in the description. See you in the next one.